All right, I'm gonna start recording here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Wait. Yeah, I'm good.
Positive. Think about that one more time. Harder though. Clear your throat.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dweeb Queens cast, episode 4. I'm Tone, and with me is my other Dweeb Queen. I'll let him introduce himself because I'm not his fucking mom.
Andy, I'd like you to be my mom.
Suck on this teeth then.
Ooh, let's make it happen.
All right. I've been eating a lot as of recently, so I could probably produce some breast assists on these bad
I'd
boys
rather you like baby bird me, you know.
with my own breast milk.
Get sure. You suck on your own titty, get it in your mouth, baby bird me, like they do in the pornos.
Honestly,
But
I used to be able to suck on my own nipple when I was in middle school.
really?
Fun fact. I didn't suck. That makes it sound weird. I didn't suck on it, but I mean, I was like, I put it like near my mouth. I was like, I could probably go at this if I really wanted to right now.
And you did.
Uh, you know, yeah, just when the
You
night's right
gotta,
and you're
you gotta
feeling
take
it,
that opportunity.
when you're feeling it, man, you're
Mm-hmm.
feeling it. Actually, you know what? You want this to be episode 1? Episode 1 of the I don't know what to call this podcast. You want to do it of like a just talking
Sure.
about random bullshit? Let's change it up.
Sucking our own titties and stuff,
Hey
dude.
guys, this is episode 1 of the Dweeb Queens podcast. I'm not sure what the title is yet, but we'll probably come up with a name here in this podcast and then you'll know. And this is what you're watching right now. This was going to be something different, but we're changing it up.
We're switching it up
Ugh,
on the
fuck.
fly.
Right there. That's how good of improvers we are.
Right.
I mean,
Dude, I would love to take an improv class.
me too. I've honestly kind of thought about it. Just like just not out of boredom, but I like sheer interest. You
That'd
know,
be fun, I feel like.
I want to take an acting class at my college. Kind of bad, just to
Yeah.
see and to know. Like, I was always too embarrassed to do it at like middle school or high school because I'm like, fuck, people are gonna make fun of me. Like, I can't be a
What a
weirdo.
theater nerd.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, who's a
But you
theater
know
nerd?
they
And then
fucked the most.
they did. They
Them and the
did.
band kids were always fucking
True. I can name 3 right now. All 3
to it.
who's fucked each other.
Full name and number.
All right. Social.
Social, yeah.
All right, let's go. It was, and that's it. Pretty crazy, right?
Wow.
Honestly, I kind of want to
That's
tell. I want to
crazy.
tell his girlfriend, but I'm too scared.
His girlfriend.
Or his boyfriend.
Hmm.
The plot thickens. You'll never know. I'm gonna bleep out those names that I just totally said.
You absolutely said those names.
You're darn tootin' I did. Sorry. See, and I did it again. That's why I'm gonna add some more bleeps because I totally said it.
Hmm?
But I mean, I don't know. I always kind of wanted to. I remember one you remember the one play that we had at our middle school, or it was elementary middle school, but of that FBI play. I don't know if you were in it or not. I can't really remember.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't? It had
FBI
like
play?
had like 2 special agents in it or whatever, and then like
What the hell?
they're supposed they were supposed to kiss, but they never did.
In a middle school play, they were supposed to kiss?
Yeah, I'll say the names right
That
now
ain't
and I'll
right.
just bleep it. You remember,
Yes.
and he was dressed up as an FBI agent.
Huh.
Do you really not remember this?
Not even a little bit.
Wow,
Is this a fucking fever dream you had?
no, this is something that happened in 7th grade. I can't remember
What
who
the
was the
fuck was
leading
I doing?
lady. I don't know. You could have been
I
working
don't
behind the
remember it.
stage, but
I probably was.
you probably were. I don't even know how you don't remember. I remember sitting down in the gymnasium or the cafeteria, I think, and just watching this play unfold, and I'm like, wow, this is so weird and goofy that I'm like the kind of it's just I don't know.
Wow. It was a 7th grade girl that was in there.
It was a 7th grade girl, a 7th grade boy, and a 7th grade
Oh,
girl.
we gotta do some investigating.
I can't. I honestly I could not tell you who the girl was. I really couldn't tell you. I remember the leading man.
Hmm.
I don't remember the leading
Well,
lady.
I was probably just like backstage and don't remember like
Probably,
at all.
yeah, because I remember you and Kyle. Was someone else a part of it too?
We were the only ones who like stuck around for a while.
Oh,
There were a
okay,
few people who came and went.
those
Um,
quitters.
yep.
Get your shit
Uh,
together.
yep. We really fucking milked that opportunity.
You
Uh,
did. I remember I went with you guys
for
one time.
context, Kyle and I of he's in the Morningwood podcast with the both of us. He hasn't been on the show yet.
Twitch.tv/morningwood podcast. Go check it out. We don't really have a
All
set
those
date.
Twitch
Go
Prime
sub,
subs.
please. It's really funny and we're all really good on there. Please check it out. Continue.
He and I we were like chosen by the
Chosen.
principal of our elementary school to run like sound um for plays and like events and stuff at our school, like setting up microphones, putting on music and
I,
stuff like that.
I remember that because I remember one time I went with you guys outside to go set up the what would
Hmm.
you call it? Like the little sign that's outside the school to let you know like what's going on for the week or whatever.
Yes, we
I
did that a couple times
Yeah, I
too.
remember you guys took me out of class once or twice and I was like, "Damn, this is lit."
We would figure out, so to set up like a microphone for an assembly would take, my record was like 50 something seconds.
Yeah.
I was the fastest of like the group. Uh
Wow, a good little brag about it.
yeah, and we would figure out how to turn that into like 3 hours of staying out of class like the entire time.
Just kind of
But
be like, "My little civic boy, baby boy mind don't comprehend audio microphones." Okay?
that's the fucking life.
It
I,
sounds like it.
I
I was in
fucking breezed
class
my way through
getting put in the dumb
middle
class,
school. Yep.
fucking
That was
feeling
good
like a
stuff.
second-rate citizen, you know? Those are
Equal segregation.
See,
That's what Turtle Bay was.
I was taught about the real world
Hmm. You
at
were
our
thrown
middle
in the
school.
shit.
Oh, I was thrown in the
Not
shit.
not the privilege like we had.
It really depended on the color of your skin, if I'm going to be honest. I'm kidding. That is a total joke.
Well, we don't have much
Yeah.
diversity
No, at that school we
in
did
this
not.
town, anyways.
Yeah.
So
I just
slim
for a little
pickings for brown
for
boys.
a little reference, and this was 8th grade at the time. There was like was it 2 classes or was it all just one big class for a while? I think it was
Mm,
all one big class because I
it
remember there
was
being
one
a
big
shit
class.
ton of us. So there was one big class of us, like just usually how you're supposed to split it up because there's so many kids and so many teachers. I think the thing was a teacher got fired that year or something. I think.
Yes.
And so this our one teacher took in all the 8th graders and just put them in one classroom essentially. It was a bit chaos, but you kind of got used to it after a while. You and like 4 other kids were in the corner because you guys were so advanced or so smart
We were doing
doing your fucking algebra.
uh was it geometry we were doing?
I think you guys were doing geometry because I remember
Yeah.
looking at it and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Um Kyle and I just bullshitted our way through that too. Like
See,
because there were only like 4 of us total, uh our teacher just did not give a shit. Just be like, here's homework. And like
I
we would
remember
just
that you
fucking
guys did
talk the
nothing.
entire time
Yeah,
and like look up the answers in the back of the book. Like
so
it,
so fucking
so,
awesome. I wish they knew I wasn't allowed in there. I was practically the dumbest kid for years. My parents thought I was the dumbest kid. I'm not gonna lie. They thought my sister was better than me, and she was 3 years younger than I was.
damn.
And I was like, well, I feel loved at home.
It all worked out.
It all worked out. I graduated with a 3.3
Yep.
in high school, and
That
I was like,
works.
fuck yeah. But anyways, we were put into one big classroom, and then eventually during I want to say the middle of the year. Was it the middle of the year? I feel like it was the middle of the year.
Maybe the first like third.
Okay, first third, because I remember the other teacher eventually came through. He was pretty cool,
Hmm.
and they made us all take a test.
Hmm.
And depending on what score you had on the test, you'd either get put in the A class, which the teachers didn't want to say it, but was the more advanced class, or
Yeah.
the B class, which is where, if you had to guess, would more of the degenerates and stupid people would go, like
Yeah.
myself.
The,
And Andy got put into A class.
it was all the troubled kids and Antonio.
Yep, I'm just a
All
fucking bad
the
boy.
kids in middle school who would like smoke weed and shit were like way too hardcore
They're
for
like, put him in the B class. We can't have him tainting
yeah,
our A class kids.
absolutely not.
And yeah, so basically anyone that got put in a B class was like, fuck. And there is a lot of kids in B class.
There were
There were a shit ton of kids. So I don't even know if it really even benefited anybody, but whatever. Just made us all feel like shit, but it was awesome. Going home to your dad and be like, "Yep, I got put into B class." What the
yeah.
fuck does that mean, son?
Well,
I don't know.
so
I'm an
there was
idiot.
that lasted the whole year. And then do you remember at the very end of the year where we did the big like math
Oh yeah.
exam that would dictate which class you'd be getting into in high school in the
Yep.
freshman year of high school?
Yep.
And they like read it out loud to everybody, which I thought was super weird.
Yep.
They like shamed some people and like
Guess who got something bad in the class? Spoilers, it was me again.
oh,
Bro, I was fucking bullied in 8th grade from the teachers alone. No one else, just the teachers.
I
Actually,
believe it.
the teacher.
Yeah,
You know who you are.
the crazy one.
I can't say her name right now, but I would shame you right now.
Hmm.
I would shame you. I mean, fucking reading it out loud is like, "Oh, and Antonio sucked ass on his test, so he'll be going to Algebra 1A, not Algebra 1, like all you other normal people. Algebra 1A because he can't handle, his little small brain can't handle big maths." I'm like,
Hey,
sick. But
speaking the truth.
you know,
So,
you know what was funny about that test? It was for the A class and B class, I missed it by a point to get put into A class.
oh
By
no.
one fucking point. And I'm just like, this is my life now.
Imagine
I'm gonna
what
be
your
I'm gonna
life
be
would have
I'm gonna
been.
be doing crack in the 8th grade with these
Hmm.
other degenerates. Kidding. If anything, it was mostly of the kids that are like smoking weed and talking about like blowjobs and stuff, and you're like, oh, what's a blowjob? That sounds gross. Ew, get
Yeah.
away. But and then there was like other kids, like our friend Adam, who was also in there, who was not even a degenerate, even a little bit.
He's pretty pure.
He was a pure boy, you know. Just
Those buff hands.
That's all he was doing, is just drawing buff hamsters. Love ya.
That's what it's all about.
But yeah, it was the whole A class, B class thing. And then she also bullied me of how, when that one time we were all still in one class, when she's like talking about all these other races and like ethics and everything, she's like, Mexicans work hard for their beans. Mexicans just work hard for their beans. Isn't that right, Antonio? And I'm just like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I was born in Reading. I couldn't tell you. You're the
Yeah.
it was bad. I got bullied. I was like, I think she just racially profiled me by my name because I did not look brown even a little bit.
Nuts, dude.
I could have just said yes. I should have said C. I'm Mexican, but I'm not like, I wasn't like, I don't even like fit the bill of Mexican. I would love it if I could. I have like barely any dark skin. She just saw my name. She was like, let's get him.
Right. Your name gives it away.
True,
You just looking at you, you can tell there's like a little bit of spice in there.
but
You
not
just don't
like,
know what it is.
half Irish cream, like most spice, but like a little bit of Irish cream in there, just a little.
That's what it is.
But that's what I mostly got. Then I just don't go out in the sun because outside hurts and sun burns my skin, like Howie in Benchwarmers.
There's
I think that's his
fucking
name.
video games inside.
I know. I'm like, there's AC in here, except when my dad would make me go mow the lawn because he knew I was a fat piece of shit.
He he's preparing you for your future career
He did.
as a Mexican.
It's true. He
You
paved
know,
the way.
that's your destiny.
He paved
That's
the
why
way
you're
for me.
future. That's
Yeah.
why you're in the B class.
That was it. Just fucking I knew it. I didn't want
Mhm.
to say it, but I'm glad we figured
Is
it
he
out now.
Hispanic? He's gonna be a gardener. That's how it works.
Man, fucking middle schools were middle schools. Actually, I did go to I did go to different middle schools when I went to our school, and then I left, and then I came back the year after, and I never finished the 6th grade. So maybe that's why I got put into B class. Maybe it all makes sense now. I never finished the
I
sixth
guess
grade.
it does.
You know, I finished fifth, did like a quarter of sixth, and then did homeschool of sixth for like another quarter of it, so about half altogether. And then the remaining half, I did 5th grade because my mom didn't tell me she put me back into 5th grade when I
She
switched
didn't
to a
believe
different
in you
school.
either.
No, she. So as soon sitting in that class, like I was like, man, this is so easy. I was like, I've already done this before. Like, come on, let's go. And so when it was getting close to the end of the year, when they were like, all right, so for the final, you're gonna put your name, the date, and 5th grade. I'm like, my good ma'am, excuse me, what did you just say there? 5th grade.
I do not belong here.
Literally, my head was just filled with such confusing thoughts. I was just like, what? I was like, wait, what? Where am I right now? Like, my whole life is it been a lie this whole time? And then I went home and I yelled at my mom for so long. I was like, you put me back and you let me do another grade again without telling me, like asking me or anything. She's like, I thought it might help you. I'm like, fucking ask me then. Come on.
Jeez.
Like you just did it out of your own
Just
like
run it by me.
I
God
know.
damn.
Yeah, like what
I
the
know
hell?
I'm fucking 10, but
I know, like what the flip, dude. It was something else because then the next year when I was gonna come back to our school, I was like, I'm not gonna be in the same grade with all my friends. We'd be behind. This is gonna suck. And then they're like, nope, 7th. I'm like, wow, I never finished 6th grade, so sick. I did 5th twice.
that all worked out.
Yeah, in the end, I was a smart little baby boy.
What a, you think about like how fucking different your life would be.
If I was a
How
grade
many things
behind,
changed
I'd be
like
like
that.
a 25-year-old in freshman year.
Hmm.
I was held back.
Simple math right there.
I mean, that's why I was in B class, dude. Now we're starting to get to the root of all my problems. It was all B class. Mess me up.
This podcast is really for therapy.
Yeah, this is my therapy session. That's all this is. You think this is gonna be funny ha-has? No.
No,
I'm
we're getting real.
I'm twisted, man. I'm twisted.
Let's talk about our depressions now. Let's just get into it.
So my depression started when Johnny Bravo was taken off the air, and that destroyed me.
Mine was when Courage the Cowardly Dog was taken off the air. That's interesting.
I don't know
That
if it
that
really
show
is.
is fucking spooky as shit. Now that we're in October, maybe it's time to revisit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna insert a scary sound effect noise here. All right, that was pretty good. Thank you.
That
Me.
was scary, dude.
I
That was a
mean,
good one.
thanks. I'm world class editor here.
Don't I know it?
Oh, don't I know? I only delete my projects like 3 times before I get it fucking right.
Guess how many issues I've had with this most recent video?
I'm gonna say none.
0.
You
What do you
are.
think about that?
You're just privileged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking A class wiener.
That's where I got all my editing skills.
It was A class,
My
and
A
I'm
class.
ugh.
They set you up for life.
They really mess
Send you
with me.
on the easy path.
My life is just bad because of A class, B class.
Right.
They really wrecked me.
It's tough, but you know, you got to deal with the cards you're dealt.
It's
So
true.
pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
It's true. Speaking of some Halloween stuff, So that show was pretty scary. Was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yes.
It was a pretty scary show. Was there ever a movie or a just yeah, TV shows weren't that spooky. I guess it could have been spooky. I can't remember that one show that was on Nickelodeon that was fucking terrifying. But was there ever a movie that really messed you up as a kid
Um,
or any program, I guess?
I wasn't. I was a very sheltered boy. Uh, I really wasn't exposed to much until I was like in my teenage years, probably. So like the first time I saw like Thriller, it fucking scared me. Uh, so I mean,
uh,
let that speak for itself, I guess.
that's adorable, sweetie.
Um, it there's a weird thing. I I would just when I was like 13 or whatever, I'd just start staying up late watching like HBO or something, and
Ooh,
like
scandalous.
hmm that's Cinemax action
Ooh.
with the back button
Oh.
ready on the remote to go back to fucking like Nick at
Yeah.
Night or something.
Yeah, I had it on recall. Mine was like
Yeah,
that was
it was.
my yeah, recall. I had it on the trigger.
Um, but I would watch some scary movies like slashers and stuff, and that just isn't. It's just fucking gross. Like they're not scary to me. But uh, there was like I don't know why this is sticking out so much, but there's a movie called Grave Encounters, which is
Oh,
like,
I
have you
do
seen that?
remember. Yeah, I did. I did. I haven't seen
Uh,
it in a long time, but I remember it. Let me look at the picture of it.
it's like I don't think it's actually very good. But it's like a team of of people doing like a shitty uh TV show on hauntings and stuff, and then like the asylum they're in actually starts to fuck with them and their spirits and shit.
Yeah.
Uh, but every time I would watch like a scary movie, uh, like I'd be watching like super intently. Uh, I wasn't like super scared, but like every time I'd watch a movie that like actually like got to me a little bit, my
Mhm.
eyes would just like water.
Oh
Like
my
I,
fucking
I wasn't
god.
like crying at all. Like it was a totally different thing from crying, but like just my eyes would have water coming from
It's
them
totally fucking different from crying. I was
for no
it's
reason.
just water just out my eyes, whatever.
Like if I'm like crying, I'm gonna be like rubbing my eyes and like feeling something,
Yeah.
but like it's just like
That's
water's coming from my eyes as I'm like intently watching this thing.
that
That was just
is
my reaction to being scared.
very does it
I
still
don't know what it
happen
was.
now?
No,
I wish it
uh,
did.
I don't quite get affected like that anymore,
That's hilarious.
unfortunately.
I I
What
can
what
on
what were your uh childhood spooks?
childhood spooks. Probably when my uncle emerged from the shadows nude.
Oh, that's the Nightman.
That he was cometh. He cameth on
You
me.
got that boy's soul.
That was me. No, that didn't happen. Sorry for anyone that has happened to. I'm gonna cut this out. Um, there was a spook that I can think of was I watched. I was not very sheltered as a kid. My parents had me at the ripe age of 19. So
Hmm.
I don't want to say they didn't know what they were doing, but there was some shit that they could have fixed and
I
done a
who
bit better.
can at that age, you
Yeah,
know?
I was
How the
watching.
fuck?
I was watching Spider-Man and X-Men with my dad, the
Okay.
cartoon, and he was genuinely interested in those TV shows,
I mean,
as I am at this age now. So I'm like, wow, that's very weird to me. But
yeah.
of not being, I remember just watching every movie that had profanity in it, sex in it. It was always the sex ones that they were just close your eyes, but everything else,
Right.
eyes wide open. This dude's head's getting blown off. Watch. but
what an
sex.
interesting
Oh no, no. If I saw a
thing to.
boobie, close your eyes. Or it wouldn't even be close your eyes. It'd be like one of my parents' hands go over my like face. I'm like, ah, get off
Stop.
me.
This is fucking better than watching somebody get killed.
Exactly.
What the hell?
I never understood that, but the movies that really messed me up that I can think of, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street very young.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably when I was 5 years old with my dad because he was like, "This is one of the best movies ever." I was
Very
like,
young.
"Awesome!" And then it scared the shit out of me. It scared the shit out of me, but I was like, "That was pretty good." But then I was just like terrified to go to sleep, like
Yeah.
mortified. Like I could not do it for a while. I slept in my parents' room for quite a long time because I was pretty messed up from all this stuff. And then the second movie I remember that was pretty scary was Scream when that came out.
Okay.
That was pretty terrifying because it wasn't like monster. It was just an actual dude that put on a mask and was just stabbing people. And I'm like, wow, that's scary as
Mm-hmm.
fuck. I don't like that even a little bit. As my 5-year-old self said that.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
it's interesting that like watching it now, you can totally tell it's like a parody of slashers.
yeah.
Like
At the time,
it's
I'm like,
really
this is the
poking fun
scariest
at
thing I've ever
everything. But
seen.
yeah,
But like
as a kid, I could totally
now,
get.
I'm like, wow, this is a really clever movie. Like,
Yeah,
good for them.
it's
But
interesting.
then other two movies that were probably came out when I was like 8 or younger, maybe I can't really remember. Was The Ring and The Grudge.
Yeah.
Those movies fucked me up so hard more than anything else I've ever seen. It still kind of scares me to this day. Like Scary Movie 3, still one of my favorite comedy movies even though I know it's bad. The little girl that imitates the ring in that movie kind of scares me a little bit. It like a little something inside me
Yeah,
is like terrified of it just
I get
still.
it. I
And I'm like,
mean,
what the hell? It was just cuz I
I
watch
get you.
so much TV and movies that I'm
Yeah.
like, what if I watch something bad one day? What if me watching this movie rings me?
That seemed rational
Yeah,
to a
yes.
small child's brain.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, it's coming after me now cuz I watched this movie of them watching that movie. So
Hmm.
I'm going to be the one
You
that
did
gets the
see the
phone
video.
call. I
Nice.
did. And then another movie. Oh yeah, I already said it. It was The Grudge. And it wasn't the Japanese one. It was, I mean, it was set in Japan, but it had Sarah Michelle Gellar in it when it came out. I think
Yeah.
like 2000. I know The Ring came out in like 2003, and The Grudge came out 2002. I want to say maybe three at the same time. It was 2004. It was the year after.
Okay.
So 2003, 2004 were fucking me up. And watching that movie scared the ever living shit out of me, and it made me never want to go to Japan ever. I mean, I don't want to now. That never really freaked me out that bad that I never want to go there. But at the time, I'm like, I never want to go there. I'll run into the kid that's a cat or whatever.
Yeah.
And my mom used to do that for fun at night. She used to go, meow, and I'm like, oh, and I get like so fucking scared and didn't know what to do and just would cry on command. And then she would laugh, and I'm like, you're not funny. And then
Damn.
when I would sleep in the middle of the night, I'd like wake up at random moments to like take a drink of water or something, and she would just go, and I'm like, good. Just start immediately crying again. She just starts laughing. I'm
Stop.
like, you are not funny, but I love you. Now, thank you for letting me sleep in your bed. Even though in hindsight, you're kind of fucking me up even more being in here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are some things that
You were
really,
like 7 or 8.
yeah, I was 7 or 8.
Oh, man.
Just because I kept watching them and I just have like a
Gotcha.
nightmare of it, like one of those times. This is gonna be a spooky episode. This is gonna be a spooky first episode. We'll have some funnies in here eventually. But did you ever have like a reoccurring nightmare, like as a kid, like just one nightmare that would terrify you so much that you would have repeatedly?
I have like in the past few years. I don't remember any as a kid.
Okay,
Uh,
or we could do in the past few years too.
my nightmares now are normally like uh it's always me like losing a part of my body like permanently, like
Whoa.
me getting my fucking arm cut off or my teeth falling out or it's always
Jeez.
some shit like that.
Criminy.
Uh, I don't know what that means. I'm sure somebody's got some theories on
Ho
like what that
ho
symbolizes.
honestly, I think dream meanings are kinda stupid. They're like, "It really means
Probably.
this." I'm like, "What fucking ever."
Um, and then on another more stupid end, it would always be me in a car, and the brakes just don't work.
Oh,
And
no.
I was like going towards a red light with a bunch of cars going across the intersection,
Oh, no.
and it fucking stressed me the fuck out. It would like
Oh,
ruin
no.
my next day every single time. Those are my two
Oh, no.
recurring ones
Those are
that
pretty
happen
those are
every
pretty
once in a
pretty
while.
stressful. So I had one when I was this it's probably like one of my earliest memories. Probably when I was 3 years old. I would have this recurring nightmare probably till I was like 6 years old. So for like 3 years I had maybe even young I could have been younger. I don't remember. I just remember having this one nightmare all the time. I can remember it so vividly because I had it so many times as a kid that it would
Oh,
fuck me up. There was my parents, I think it was their first or second apartment. It was kind of small, and
mhm.
I had a shit ton of toys, but I can't really remember what the toy looked like. But it was just like a little toy that was probably like a kid sized toy, essentially. That was like at the size of a 3-year old me or a 2-year old me.
Okay.
And it would just be dark in the house, but like dark enough where I can see. And it wasn't a
Mhm.
very big place, and I would stand there in the dark, call for my mom, call for my dad. They'd either be sleeping or they just no one was home. And it was just in this little tiny house, and this toy would just be standing there. It
Shit.
and then I would look at it for a couple seconds, get freaked out, and then it would breathe and smile and then chase me around the house.
Oh my god.
And so I would run around fucking terrified, doing anything that I could to get this thing out of the way. And I couldn't like knock stuff down to like stop it or whatever, like knock it out because I'm just 2 to 3 years old, or till
Yeah.
I was 6 years old, and I can't do anything because I'm a kid. And so I'm just like running for my life, hoping my mom or dad will just come and help me. And it never did. And then I would always end up in, I think, my parents' room. I just remember
Mhm.
their covers, like it was a red and green blanket, and I'd always see it every single time. And I would go in there, and then I would just like kind of like cry and accept my fate essentially, and then I would turn around, and as soon as it got close to me, I could always like feel my chest closing in, and like I couldn't breathe, and just it would touch me,
Oh.
and then I would die, and then I would wake up scared as fuck every
Oh,
single
damn.
time. I had that reoccurring nightmare for so long. And then, which was even weirder, I had it again probably a year ago. Just
Wow.
out of the blue. Like didn't never
The
even thought
demon
about it
striking
again.
back.
It came back and I was literally back in the same apartment, but I'm 20 years old.
And you
And
still had like just as much power
no, this
to
time
still
I
stop
fucking
it.
I had the power to stop it.
Oh, really?
Dude, I got it. I think I
It's full
crushed it now.
circle.
It came full circle. So eventually I like stared at it and I was like, this is like in the dream. I remember because I was like, that was really fucking weird when I woke up, but I felt some sort of accomplishment. But in the dream, I was like, looking at it, I was like, this feels like oddly familiar, like for no reason, like
Mhm.
just standing in this little apartment, blah blah blah. And then I'd see this toy, same thing would happen. I'd look at it, and then I ran for a little bit and went back into the room. And then it was like running at me, and when I was a kid and seeing this, it would like sprint at me. It was like a fast run.
Yeah.
So like no like thinking or anything, but it was really small, so I had really small legs, and I was a tall boy now. And so I went to my parents' room and I was like, "Wait, why the fuck am I scared of this?" And then I was like, "I'm so tall right now. Like what the hell? Like I'm an adult." And so it's coming at me and then I fucking kick it into the wall. It shatters. And then I woke up.
Damn.
And I was like, "Fuck yeah." I was like ready to fist pump the air at like 3 o'clock in the
Shit.
morning. I was like, "Yes! I
Face
did
full of
it.
demons.
I did it." I don't know. Ah, man, that was so like I nutted essentially. It was so awesome. Just
That's good.
it
That's a victory
it was a victory, but at
in
the
your
time
own
it
fucking brain.
fucked me up as a kid. That oh man, that
Yeah.
dream was just so just a reoccurring
That's
nightmare.
insane.
Ugh, I always had a few of those, but that one I just remember so vividly.
Huh.
Like, yeah.
But if I mean, you described it very vividly.
I mean, it's gonna be my next feature film. Watch it.
Uh, I was pretty spooked. I'd watch it.
But yeah, that was my reoccurring nightmare. Sorry to
Mm.
spook all you people out there.
Have you, speaking of movies, have you gotten into the October spirit and watched some scary movies this month yet?
I haven't, but wait, I feel like I just did. I mean, I watched Hereditary the day before October, so you know,
Close enough.
close enough. But I think actually not tomorrow, on Sunday after we're done recording. Watch out for that episode. Um, we're no, not we're. I'm gonna watch Happy Death Day finally,
Okay.
which I don't. I mean,
Of
it's
course.
kind of scary, I guess, but I'm looking forward to it. I remember at the time knocking that movie to shit, thinking it was gonna be a terrible movie, and I'm glad I was wrong. I'm
Hmm.
glad it was good. But then with that, I thought Truth or Dare was gonna be good because it's made by the same company, and I was very wrong on that one. So jokes on me.
Blumhouse can be hit or miss.
It really can. Upgrade, hit. Truth or
That
Dare,
was great.
miss. Happy Death Day, hit. Uh, Get Out, very much a hit.
Hmm.
And then there's The Purge, which all of them I think are misses. I think those are bad movies, but this isn't the movie podcast. This isn't it. Well, I guess we talk about movies. I don't really care. But yeah, those were reoccurring nightmares that I had. That shit.
Very scary.
It was a scary time. But are you gonna do anything for Halloween this year?
I don't think so.
I I'm I haven't really celebrated Halloween since I think that one time you and Alex got drunk,
Yeah,
and what year? That was like 2014. I think that was the very last time
yeah.
I did anything for Halloween.
We were superheroes. Uh,
You wore your little
I
skimpy Iron Man
was in
costume,
a very small Iron Man costume.
and I
Not
was,
not small, sexy, but like small children's size.
and you just had to squeeze your way through it.
Man, that was uncomfortable.
Come
Riding up
on.
in the groin region,
It
and
was hot.
like I had to like leave the back open. I couldn't
Oh
get it
yeah,
over
I
my
remember that.
shoulders.
Yeah, I remember that. And then
Yeah,
I was Spider-Man,
not the
and
best look.
Alex was Captain America because he had the full shield.
Was
Good
that
time.
the time that he threw up on my floor, or was that a different time?
Uh, hmm. I want to say that was for. I think.
And
Yeah, I
the
think that.
girl over and the mean one
Yep, it was
not being
Halloween.
nice to you.
Yep,
That was it,
not being
huh?
nice to anybody. Essentially,
Yep.
that girl was
Well,
a real big meanie.
yeah.
Yeah, she was very not
You
nice
gotta
to me.
call him out on it,
Yeah,
you
that
know?
was that was the funniest shit, I think, when you're like, you're just like not nice, are you? You're just not a nice
You're
person. And she's like, I'm
no,
at what? No, I'm
you're really
nice.
nice.
And I'm like,
Uh,
fuck
I'm
you.
not seeing that right now.
Yeah, I'm not getting that vibe from you right
I didn't
now.
call her a bitch, but I
No.
kinda wanted to.
She was being very rude. I remember that from the first time I met her, and she
She
still follows me
it was
on
just, like,
Instagram.
snarkiness and shit, right? She's, like, acting like she was fucking better than us.
A little bit. And then she would just say like little snide comments. Like where other
Yeah,
people are like,
for
shut up,
no
like blah blah
reason.
blah. Where I'm like the best fucking I don't know, something cocky if I said something cocky or something where I don't
Yeah.
mean it because I obviously don't believe what I say most of the
A
time.
and she'd say, like, "No, you're stupid."
Yeah,
Or
essentially.
some,
Just
like,
like,
just terrible shit
yeah,
for no
like
reason.
actually you're not funny and you're really ugly. I'm just like,
Yeah.
cool,
Whoa.
that's sick.
Goodness
And then
gracious.
that's when my knight in shining armor, Andy here was like, "You're just not nice," and I was like, "Damn, fucking get him!" And then I was like, "I
You
should get
just
behind
like
this," and I was like, "Yeah, you're not nice." We
just
fucking.
ganging up on this chick. As
I would like you to leave his apartment now.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
as
the night that
Alex
Alex
was
did it.
trying to bang that other one.
Yep. Oh man. Oh yeah, yeah, he was. That was funny.
Was our other friend there at that point, or did she leave?
She left.
So it was just these two chicks we didn't know in my house
Yeah,
just
and
being mean.
yeah, just because they lived across from you or something,
Yeah,
and they were just like really. I don't know if the other girl was really mean. I never really talked to
she
her,
was
but
fine. I
yeah,
think.
this girl though, she was just a big fat meanie, a big fat meanie
Hmm.
zucchini.
Not a fan.
Not a
It's not
fan
that
of
hard to
hers.
be nice, dog. Like
That's the quote right there. Hard
that's
not it's not hard to be nice, dog.
be on my grave.
Put it on me grave. I'm trying to think what that was probably the last time, and now I know I'm doing something this year because now I have
Yeah,
a girlfriend and she wants to go as couple stuff,
I guess
and
that's a reason to do it.
yeah, but even then I'm not. I don't know. Like Halloween is fun. Like I love the season, like seeing like the costumes and the decorations and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't really like to participate in it anymore. I, did you do you remember the last time you trick or treated?
Uh,
Let me just
no.
follow up. Were you too old or too young?
It was in high school at some point, so it's kind of a in between.
I don't even know if that's an in between. I feel like that's too old. When you're in
It
high school
probably
doing it, it
is.
is too old. I did it. The last time I did it was the night that we went to your house and Alex drank. I trick or treated that year with my little brothers.
Oh,
I had the mask on, but I was a really tall boy.
yeah.
And I'm like, after a while, I was like, I sort of feel dirty, like and ashamed, just
That's weird.
embarrassed of what
I
I'm
could just
doing
go
right now.
fucking buy candy.
I'm not even like taking my little brothers like to the houses. I'm like taking them there, but I'm
Yeah.
like, trick or treat, give me some
Yeah, go ahead.
candy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, this is I'm like 18. This is too old. I have to
Yeah.
stop. That was yeah,
Fucking go buy a bag of candy.
exactly. I'm like, I have a
You're
job.
good.
I have a job and I'm trick or treating. What the fuck am I doing?
No point to it.
It was
It's
very
just a strange tradition, anyways. Like, I mean, most holiday traditions are weird, but
more
I,
so that one.
I don't know.
Maybe when I live somewhere maybe bigger, I'll go out and do stuff for Halloween. Not like go out trick or treating, but like go to bars and stuff, or if there's like theme parties, which is most likely what I'm going to be doing here. I'm not going
Yeah.
out trick or treating anyway, but just going out to parties here. But where I live, it's kind of a small town, so be cool to do something somewhere bigger, I guess. I'm trying to think of
I love the spooky spirit.
this is it. This is the time to do it.
Like good scary movies are my
Unnecessary.
fucking jam.
Yo, I don't even know what should we call this podcast that we're gonna start doing from now on of just this type of stuff.
I don't know. Just the real talk, the
The real
casual
talk.
shit.
There we
Not
go.
nothing like planned.
The casual. There we go.
Couple cash boys.
Caszhbois. There we go. That's it.
How you spell cash?
Uh, I mean, would it just be? Wouldn't it just be CAS? Kaz? That'd be Kaz.
I yeah. I don't know.
I could just do
Cash.
CASBOIS. I don't know.
Good.
Because if I
That
throw
sounds
an
more
H,
like
if I
Gas Boys.
it kind of does, but
Cash Boys.
oh shit, a Caszhbois is a fucking thing.
Is it?
Shit,
Uh,
it's an ale farm brewing. Cash.
yeah. I have no idea how you'd fucking spell that.
Because I can't throw an H in there because that sounds Caszhbois.
Cash.
Cash.
We need like a soft J sound.
I know.
You know,
Cash.
not Caj boys.
What about
Just Cash. That's what
Caszbois?
that's what I was thinking.
Caszhbois. That's it. That's it. That's what the name of this
Then
pod.
in
That's
parentheses, like casual,
there we
just so
go.
nobody gets confused. You know.
There we go. I'll just put in parentheses like casual. That's it. All right, guys, you heard it here first. We literally came up with this podcast name. It's just gonna be called Caszhbois, like casual.
Jeez, we fucking suck.
That's what this series is gonna be.
Caszhbois.
It's just gonna be on the Dweeb Queens channel now of just that of Caszhbois. Nothing Dweeb Queens related, even a little bit, but that's it.
How to spell shortened casual.
CASJ.
Oh, there we go. Casual abbreviation. Do you spell it? Okay, this is CAJZH.
What the hell?
Caz
How do you say that one more time?
CAJZH.
Cash.
Cash.
Wow.
It kind of works. This CASZH isn't too bad.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. What is it? CAS?
SZH.
Wow, I'm dragging you down now.
Or
I'm taking
how
you to
about
B
this?
class level now.
CAJJJJJJJ. Boys.
Cash boys.
That's like a soft J sound, right? If you just throw a bunch of J's together.
Cash. Cash.
This is so stupid.
This is so. What the fuck?
It's the same as like huge, like the huge.
How do you spell the huge?
Oh, there we. That makes sense for huge. Oh, I guess that they just sounded it out. They did YOUZHE.
What the fuck? Excuse me?
Huge.
OUZH? Wait, what?
CHE.
CHE? You.
Huge.
Huge. The huge.
I can see how the ZHE makes that sound.
Yeah. Huge.
I can make a j sound. CAZHE. Cash. I don't know.
Caszhbois.
We just need the parentheses, and that's all we need.
Oh man, that's just.
Casual.
We'll just fucking change. Let's just change the channel now. Let's just change it to this.
That's what we are.
The Caszhbois.
Our new logo is gonna be all those different
Oh
spellings
fuck!
crossed out each time.
Oh man. Oh.
Trying to figure out.
What if we just did it? What if we just changed the channel now? I mean, I can't lose my 6 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking banking on that right now.
No, that'll just be the name of our casual podcast.
Just
We're still the dweebs.
For the dweebs. I'm a dweeb queen for life, son.
Yeah.
And if this channel goes under, we'll be known as the Caszhbois. Yeah. On another channel, and if not that, it'll be the huge.
The huge boys.
The huge boys. It's so stupid, but I love it.
We need to stop whatever this is.
Yeah, this is what the podcast is going to be called now. This is it. This is where we're going to end it. This conversation ends here. All right. So, gun rights?
Yeah, get into it. Bring our friend Adam in.
Hey, Adam, can we get you into the room for a second? All right, thanks. All right, he's coming right now. Hold on, I'm going to give the mic to him real quick.
Okay.
All right, here you go, dude. Yeah. Take it. No, I want you to talk on this podcast. Why do we have to do this right now?
What's his deal? Like
what?
Is he nervous?
Just fuck. Fine, whatever. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. See you later. All right, sorry about that. He says, hey Andy, can I talk to you over here for a second?
Yeah.
He says he's not really comfortable talking about
What? Talked about it like a ton of times, and I mean, he comes off as a moron every time.
that right now. Okay, I broke immediately. I broke that illusion real fast. I
We're
liked where
gonna
I was
fail
going.
our improv
I'm
class.
sorry. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know. He just doesn't really want to. He doesn't want to get roasted today. That's just not what. That's just what he doesn't want to happen today.
If he's not a fucking then he won't get roasted. Like,
I know.
were you just trying not to
Yeah, I
laugh?
was trying not to laugh. I was trying to talk while I'm like laughing. Just yeah, I know. Oh man. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna blur out the name.
We're done.
I'm blurring out that name. Oh man.
We're not going anywhere in our careers.
This is it. This is the peak right now. Sorry.
Damn.
This is it. Fucking A and B colliding.
Uh-huh.
But guys, that's where we're gonna end this very first episode of Caszhbois.
Caszhbois.
Caszhbois. This is the Caszhbois episode 1. I'll try to put these out more often. And I'll be doing this with some movie, TV, comic book, video game stuff on the Dweeb Queens cast for that one. And we have a little treat. Next week, I'll be putting up a review for Venom. After I watched it today, and Andy's going to watch it tomorrow, and we're going to record on Sunday. This has no importance to you because I upload this in the middle of the week sometimes. So, who cares? And we also we recorded some Kingdom Hearts gameplay that we're going to be uploading pretty regularly. It's
on that edit right now.
There we go. See, it's the road to Red Dead Redemption 2. So, you know,
very exciting.
Got to start on it. But guys, girls, fuck.
Everything in between.
Everything in between.
We're a progressive podcast.
We try.
We accept you as long as you're not a furry. That's our line.
That's it.
I'm gonna go ahead and speak for the both of us. You're not welcome here.
Everyone else invited, but furries, sorry. We don't have the budget.
Hate to say it,
but that's where we're gonna end it. Andy, you want to end this with a little kiss?
I'll give you a little kiss.
Okay, let's go. All right. So, all right. Bye, guys.
Bye.